So we can basically divide DecoNetwork up into four core components. The first component being the website. With DecoNetwork, we give you a completely hosted website solution where you can log in, build your website, create website pages, change the branding with custom CSS and HTML. And what that means is you don't have to go get an additional website solution, work out some kind of integration with an online designer and a website. It all comes in a one simple and single easy to use package. The second component is our online designer. Our online designer can do DTG printing, screen printing, sublimation, and embroidery. And our online designer is non-flash based. What that means is it works on the iPhone, on the iPad, and all the other non-flash based designers. Of course, with a website and an online designer, your customers can decorate products and buy online. So our third component is an integrated e-commerce solution. The shopping cart is a part of DecoNetwork. You don't have to buy a third-party shopping cart and work out, again, some kind of clunky integration. It's all built on a single platform and integrated as a single solution. And the fourth component is business tools. Now, we acknowledge that not all your customers will buy online. Some want a quote, some want to see a proposal first, and you don't want to play around with clunky and difficult to use non-decoration specific software where you have to manually type in the order, visually try to describe a product with pure text. We have integrated business tools that make use of all those visual products, all those designs, and of course are built as a part of the decoration industry. So you can do your quoting, ordering, and production all within DecoNetwork. The other great thing about DecoNetwork is we're subscription based and we're fully hosted. So there's no upfront cost. You don't need to pay us $10,000, $5,000, or even $500 to get started. It's just month-to-month subscription. And it's fully hosted by DecoNetwork. So again, you don't need to acquire any additional hosting plans. You don't need to set up any servers or infrastructure. It's all done by us at DecoNetwork. But of course, the best way to see DecoNetwork is to take a look at it online. So I'm going to click over to my demo store. This is demo.deconetwork.com, and you're welcome to browse here at any point in time. Now, this whole solution is DecoNetwork. Again, it's not just an online designer plugged into Joomla or any other type of website platform. Everything you see here is DecoNetwork. And I've just decided to skin my DecoNetwork like this, to be pretty conservative, a lot of white space, very clean and crisp. But of course, you've got your own brand, your own identity, so you want to brand your website to look like your business. Well, the great thing about DecoNetwork is you've got full control over your look and feel. So if I click over to DecoNetwork.com, which is our marketing site, and if you click on Showcase, here you'll be able to see real DecoNetwork websites, customers that have given us permission to showcase their sites on our website. So I'll open up a few, my visual promotions. Camiseta, I think it is, Camiseta, and I'll open up this website down the bottom here. So starting off with my visual promotions. Again, this is completely DecoNetwork, but it looks completely different to my DecoNetwork website. Again, because we give you full control over your look and feel of your DecoNetwork site. And also my visual promotions does showcase that DecoNetwork is for more than just apparel. Whether it's stickers, mugs, clipboards, posters, flip-flops, license plates, mouse mats, you name it. If you can screen print it, DTG it, embroider it, or sublimate it, you can do it in DecoNetwork. Then we click over to this website. Again, looks completely different to the other DecoNetwork website. This website more targeting the designs that go on products than blank garments. And then this final website, which doesn't even relate to any kind of classical decorated apparel or products, but this is the customization of custom barrels or wooden beer barrels. So again, DecoNetwork is quite diverse in what it can do, and again, the look and feel can be completely customized to match your brand. And that's really, really important because on DecoNetwork, we have over 19,000 websites on our platform. So you don't want to look like all the other websites out there. So I'll click back to my demo website, and what I'd now like to do is walk you through how your customers can interact with DecoNetwork and how they can create their own custom products on your site. So I'll scroll down and I'll choose a blank create your own product, such as this men's baseball jersey t-shirt. And the great thing about DecoNetwork is we've partnered with garment providers. So whether it's Samar, Broder, Alpha, SNS Activewear, Americana, we have over 9,000 pre-configured products in DecoNetwork with the product views, the product colors, the descriptions, and of course the size chart. And we even include the supplier's recommended retail price. So by default, the product's good to go and you can sell it on your website. Of course, we give you full control over those settings as well, which I'll show you in just a moment. But ultimately, you want your customers to decorate that product on your DecoNetwork website with their own logos or clip art that you've made available. And that's when it launches again our non-flash based online designer. So again, it's going to work on the iPhone, the iPad, and all those other non-flash based products. Now your customer can start off by adding a design, adding a text, or doing a team name, which is a combination of a name and number, which is great for jerseys and other sporting uniforms. I'll start off by adding a design, and I'll choose DTG printing. Now your customer can access design from their Instagram account, from their Facebook account, and bring in photos directly from their own online gallery. Now that's great for doing personalized gifts like t-shirts for friends or families, mugs for Father's Day or Mother's Day, iPhone covers for your brother or your sister. You can pull in those personal photos from your special moments and decorate products on your site. Of course, you can make available store or stock designs for your customers to browse and choose online, or of course they can upload their own design if you allow them on your site. I'll just choose this Bobcat clip art design. And even though we're non-flash based, you still got all the same control of a flash based designer. You can rescale, rotate, resize, all that same flexibility, but again it's going to work on the iPhone, iPad, and again all those non-flash based designers. Now I've got the Bobcat. It's pretty sharp, it's a nice clean image, but I really like that vintage type look. So I'm going to click over to some borders and special effects, and I'm going to apply a distressed effect to that Bobcat. That will then soften out the image and give it that bit of a distressed effect, which I really like. And now I'll just add some text. And I'll just put the word Sydney. Maybe I'm doing a Sydney Bobcat indoor soccer shirt, for example, and add that text. Now the other great thing about DecoNetwork is our online designer is powered by CorelDRAW. So when you do text, it comes out in real CorelDRAW CDR vector text. And likewise for your clip art and design you have online, you don't need to export them to a SVG or an EPS. You can upload your original CorelDRAW CDR and take advantage of all those Pantone colors, all those TrueType fonts, and all those great CorelDRAW effects that you enjoy on the desktop software. We make that available in the online designer. So the great thing about the online designer is your customers can decorate as long as they want in their own time. They're not going to come into your showroom and say, well, can you select that text and what does it look like in a different font? And what if I make it look like in red or black or blue? And actually, can you go back to the first original design that we created? They can do all that in their own time, online, without the need of your art department or your team to get involved. So that's a little bit about the printing technology. I'll just delete away those objects. And I'm now going to zoom into the left chest of that t-shirt. Now let's say, for example, my indoor soccer team is sponsored by NBC. So I'm going to do some embroidery on my left chest. I'll start off by putting my name. So I'll put add text, add embroidery text, and I'll type in Brendan and click add text. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 seconds later, it's converted to embroidery. And this is real embroidery stitching with underlay, pull compensation, and the density ready to go. On the back end, you will get an embroidery file that you can convert to a DST, DSB, EXP, CND, whatever your machine accepts, and sew on your machine. I'll go ahead and add a design, add an embroidery design, and we partnered with OESD and have over 10,000 embroidery designs for you to pick from. I'll just choose that embroidery clock. And again, that is real embroidery stitches that you can sew out and stitch on your machine. But of course, quite often your customers want their own design, and in my case, the sponsor logo of NBC. But it's very, very unlikely that your customer will have an embroidery file. More likely it'll be a bitmap or a PNG or some other file like that. So I'll delete away that embroidery design, and I'll click Add Design again, Add Embroidery Design, and this time I will browse to my hard drive, and I will choose that NBC logo, and I'll upload that. Now this is a bitmap that I got off the web, and say yes, I can use that design. Of course, this is just for demo purposes. The first point it does is it takes that bitmap and it auto matches the colors in the bitmap to whatever thread palette you've configured in the back end of your DecoNetwork. So in the back end of DecoNetwork, you say I have the Madeira thread chart, for example. but you may not have the entire collection from the Madeira thread chart. You might only have 10, 50 or 100 threads to choose from, or you may want to limit your customers from a selection of 20 or so threads to choose from. Well, DecoNetwork takes the colors out of the bitmap and auto matches them to those selected colors that you've set up in the back end of your DecoNetwork website. So it's matched that to the Madeira in the yellow in Madeira, and the orange in Madeira, the purple and the black out of the Madeira collection. Now your customers can change that. So if they're not happy with that purple color, they can select that purple color. And again, you can make available the entire Madeira Classic 40 collection, or you can create your own smaller defined collection like I've done here. And I can change that purple to this 1033 purple, and it changes live online for your customers, so customers can see the as close as possible color match to the thread colors you have in your business. So if you don't have a yellow, clearly yellow won't come up. It'll be an orange, and your customer will know that color will look a little bit different in embroidery. The other great thing we do is, even though it's a bitmap, we auto create a stitch estimation. So at this size, you can see that DecoNetwork has estimated a stitch count of 2,136. If I increase the size of that bitmap, that stitch estimation has now increased up to 3,476. That means we're going to calculate an accurate cost to sew out that embroidery. And secondly, you can also auto create a digitizing fee. Your digitizing fee can be a per thousand stitch, as mine is. So I think mine's around $5 per thousand stitch. So it's come up with a digitizing fee of $17.38. Or you can do a flat rate fee of just maybe $25 or $50. It's up to you how you want to configure it. The point of it is we give you that flexibility to configure your embroidery settings to price, and also create the colors for your customer to make sure you get as close as possible the price and the accuracy in the size and colors of that logo. Okay, now it's a great thing about having an online designer is your customer can spend, again, as much time as they want on your website designing. But the reality is sometimes they want something quick and easy. They don't want to spend time designing. They may not be a graphic designer, but they want to take an existing design and simply personalize that for their own use. Well, to solve that problem and to address that opportunity, we've created an online template editor, which again is powered by CorelDRAW. So if instead of starting off with a blank product, I can start off from a template. You can upload as many rich CorelDRAW vector templates as you want on your website, categorized in as many different categories as you want: sports, business, charity, fashion wear. So I'll go ahead and choose my sideline sports category. And then I'll scroll down and choose one of my favorite templates, which is this bottom one down here. And these are just plain old CorelDRAW files that you've uploaded yourself. You can make them yourself. You can buy them from collections such as Digital Art Solutions. If they're a CorelDRAW CDR, you just upload the original CDR as you created it onto your DecoNetwork website. Again, you don't have to convert it or change it to any special format. And we take that CorelDRAW CDR file and we automatically preview it on products on your website, so your customer can see what it looks like on a t-shirt, on a hat, on an iPhone, and various other products. I'll start off with a t-shirt, and I'll choose DTG. What we now do is we preview that CorelDRAW file on the garment, and then we automatically extract the text objects out of that design and place it on fields so your customer can modify them. We also take out the graphic groupings such as the helmets, the state, and the background, so again your customer can swap them out and replace them. Now for my team, we're not the playoffs, we're the DecoNetwork team, so I'm going to change playoffs to DecoNetwork. And what we now do, we pass that information off to a CorelDRAW running in the cloud on our server. Update that original CorelDRAW CDR, send back the result and put it back on your website so your customer can see a preview of the exact design customized on your garment. It is just as if you downloaded that CDR, opened it in CorelDRAW, select that text, changed it, saved it, uploaded it back to your DecoNetwork website and put it on a garment, but we did it all automatically in a matter of seconds. And we keep all the original settings, the enveloping, the drop shadows, the outlines, the gradient fill effects, even the Pantone colors are all maintained as a part of that CorelDRAW CDR file. So again, that's a great unique technology to DecoNetwork, a technology that DecoNetwork has invented to allow CorelDRAW to run on the web. So there's a whole stack of other features and functions on the front end of our website and DecoNetwork solution. But what I'd like to show you is a little bit about the back end of DecoNetwork and how you as the owner of DecoNetwork can log in and manage your entire business on the cloud. So as the owner administrator of DecoNetwork, you can log in and you can access your back-end settings. You can see how your business is going, how many sales you've had, how many visitors to your website, and of course configure all your products and pricings. And I want to start off with the product section of DecoNetwork. Now I mentioned earlier that we have over 9,000 products on your DecoNetwork website. So no longer do you have to sit there and type in all those products, upload all those images, create all those colors that literally can take you weeks and months to do. Just take the Gildan 2000 for example, available in over 20 colors and over 7 sizes. You have to make all those products one by one. But we make it really simple in DecoNetwork that if you want to add a product to your website from a catalog, just select Add Catalog Product, and then you can browse from the dozens of suppliers or hundreds and hundreds of brands that we have available in DecoNetwork. So if I want to make a Gildan t-shirt available, I just browse through to Gildan. Either use the search tools to search for that product, or just scroll down and select the product like the Gildan 2000 and press Add Selected Product. That will bring the front view, the back view, the colors, the sizes, the descriptions, everything that's available from the catalog supplier, including the recommended supplier's retail price, we bring through and add to your website automatically. Of course, we give you full control over those products, so you can go back and modify that product at any point in time, and you can change the way the supplier described the product. So if you're not happy with the product being called a flat back rib quarter zip pullover, it can be a men's pullover. You can change the product code, the description. You of course can turn off different colors and views, adjust your sizes, and even charge for higher sizes. All those settings are available for you to configure. We just make it really simple to get the product on your website to start with, and then you're free to make any changes to suit your business. Likewise for stock designs. You don't want a bland, empty website to start off with. So we partner with some of the industry's best to provide stock design collections to your DecoNetwork website. You can add those collections by clicking on Add DecoNetwork Design Collection. And you can add Digital Art Solutions, our own DecoNetwork collection, TBiz Artwork, RivalNet, OESD, and DesignUS. And of course, if you've got your own collections, or if you've purchased your own collection, if you've got permission, you can upload them to your DecoNetwork website and categorize them in different categories on your site to make it really simple for your customers to locate and use those designs or templates. And again, because we're powered by CorelDRAW, we support dozens and dozens of file formats from EPS, PDF, PNG, BMP, and of course CorelDRAW CDR. Simply browse, upload, and they're available on your DecoNetwork website. Another thing I'd like to talk about are our websites solution. Now the great thing about DecoNetwork is you're not limited to just one website. DecoNetwork is available in 2 levels. DecoNetwork Standard, which is one website, and DecoNetwork Premium that lets you have an unlimited number of websites. Now why would you want more than one website? Well, of course with DecoNetwork you get your main website, and in my case it's demo.deconetwork.com, or it could be brendanstees.com.au. It's your website which has typically blank products where your customers go online, decorate, and buy. But with an unlimited number of websites, you can create a free website for your large customers, or make it freely available for anyone to create their own free web store underneath you. Now why do you want to do that? Well, you might do work for, let's say, a local soccer team like the Long Beach soccer team. Instead of giving them a discount, you can give them a free website which can be completely branded like the Long Beach soccer team. You upload the Long Beach soccer team's logo and mascots. You choose what products you want to make available on that website. They can promote that website in their newsletter, at the games, on their Facebook page, in Twitter. The fans go online to that website. They select the product, they decorate the product, and buy online. The great thing about that though, the order from that website comes back to your fulfillment center, and you produce and create that product on behalf of that Long Beach soccer team. Send it out to their customer, and the great thing about that is Long Beach soccer team add a markup to your prices, and those markups are a fundraiser for the Long Beach soccer team. It's also great for designers, which brings me back to that Spanish website that I showcased earlier. This entire website is built around the basis of showcasing designer designs. So t-shirt designers who create awesome, great designs. So instead of again giving this t-shirt designer a discount, or maybe they're starting off and they're trying to get their designs out in the market, you can give them a free website to promote their designs online. Now, a t-shirt designer is not going to send a customer back to a single website like this where they see other people's designs, because instead of buying Blanco's products, they might go and buy KKT's products. So what you can do, you can give them each their own website. We'll open up this website first, and then KKT's, and then we'll open up Blanco. And each one of these are a separate website. There's Agroscape, there's KKT's, and there's Blanco. And the t-shirt designer has skinned and branded their website to suit the market that they're targeting. They can promote this on Facebook, on Twitter, and the great thing about it is they're keeping the customers on their own website, so they won't feel threatened sending them to a generic website. Again, any customer who buys either on Agroscape, on KKT's, or on Blanco's website, that order will come back to this main fulfillment website. They will print and produce on behalf of the t-shirt designer. And at the end of the month, DecoNetwork will say, well, out of each of your websites, how much commission do you owe them? It'll say you owe them $50 or $20, depending how many t-shirts they've sold. And DecoNetwork will automatically pay that commission from your PayPal account into the PayPal account of the t-shirt designer. And again, with DecoNetwork, under our premium level, you can have an unlimited number of websites. Whether it's 1 or 1,000,000, we don't care. And they're absolutely free. We don't charge for any of those extra websites on your DecoNetwork premium level. So again, there's a whole stack of other features on the back end that I can show you. But I did mention earlier that we acknowledge not all your customers will go online and buy and decorate online. Coaches who want $3,000 worth of product probably want a quote first. So how do you handle that? Well, in the old days, you'd open up generic software like QuickBooks and you try to make a quote. QuickBooks is not visual, so the coach doesn't quite see what he's going to get. So then you need to get your graphic designer to do a visual mock-up in CorelDRAW. All that takes time and cost money. With DecoNetwork, we have a software called Business Hub. It's free and standard in all levels of DecoNetwork. You get it as a DecoNetwork subscriber. And Business Hub is the day-to-day cloud-based software, runs on the cloud, so you can run it on your iPad, on your PC, on your Mac, anywhere you want from the world, you can access that. And it lets you create quotes, orders, invoices, manage your production, manage your shipping, manage your embroidery digitizing, all on the cloud. And the great thing about Business Hub is you can set up different user accounts. You can create a user just for your sales team, so all they can do is create quotes and create orders. You set up user accounts for your production team, so they only see the production tab and can download artwork, produce it. And for your warehouse team, where they can pack and ship those designs. And of course your digitizing department, where they download embroidery jobs and digitize them for your production. So to show you just how simple it is to use DecoNetwork Business Hub, I'm going to show you how quick and easy I can create a quote online. Let's say one of my existing customers called. He used me about 2 years ago and he wanted to get some new products done. So he says, hi Brendan, I just want to get a quote for some hoodies I've been done in the past. I got them done with you about 2 years ago. And then also I want 5 brand new t-shirts. I say, okay, well let's see if we've got you in your system first. We'll click on add new quote. And first thing you do is search for that customer, either by their name, their phone number, email address, any kind of unique identifier to find them. And there he is, we select him. And the customer said now he wants a quote for some hoodies he got done about 2 years ago. So in the old days, you would have had to go back to the filing cabinet or looked up some old accounting software to find if that was the order they want. More than likely, you wouldn't have a print off or a visual representation of that order, so you've got to ask him to kind of describe what it may have looked like and guess by the text description of that order whether it is the same order or not. But with DecoNetwork Business Hub, I can say add previously ordered products, and then we give you a visual representation of every single order we've ever done for them in the past. So I can search by the product, by the order date, by the order number, the customer's purchase order number, the total price of the order, and of course you get a visual representation of that. So the customer says, yep, that's the one I want. That's the hoodie I'm after again. So I click the checkbox and click OK, and he adds that to my quote. But the customer says the sizes are different. Yeah, no problem at all. What sizes do you want? And he says, well, look, I only want now 3 medium, 5 large, and 4 extra large. and it works out the pricing automatically, and I click OK. Now the customer said he wants 5 brand new t-shirts. So I say, okay, let's add a new product. And the customer said, well, I'm after a light cream color cotton t-shirt, and I want the red shield logo that we got done by you about 3 years ago. I'm like, okay, fair enough. So I want a cotton t-shirt. I search for cotton in my database, and up comes all my cotton products. And I say, well, I might give you a quote for the Cotton 2000. That's a really good cotton tee, so we'll use that one. And you said you wanted the cream color, so that's a Vegas gold. So I can go through and find all the different colors. And I think natural is a good cream color, so I'll choose that one. And then he said he wants 5, and he said he wants 3 medium and 2 large. So I enter in their sizes and click OK. But again, the customer said he wants a red shield logo that I did for him about 3 years ago, or even a month ago. It's hard to keep track of all those designs, and not all of us have a photographic memory. So in the old days, you'd have to call up the art department and say, hey, look, can you go through the archives and find a red shield logo that we did for Jack Smith about 3 years ago? Or with DecoNetwork Business Hub, all I have to do is click on Launch Designer, show me the customer's designs, and show me his printing designs that we've done. And bingo, there's all his designs we've done forever. And he goes, yeah, that's the one, that DecoNetwork football red shield. And I click on that and click select design, and it adds it to that online concept for my customer. And I click done. At that point, that quote is finished. It's worked out the price automatically, any discounting, any special printing pricing or product pricing automatically, because you've configured all that in the back end of your DecoNetwork website. And Business Hub makes use of all that information. So all your sales rep has to do at that point in time is press save and email the quote, and we even save you time with that. Instead of your sales rep having to retype that please approve my quote email over and over again, we let you pre-configure that perfect please approve my quote email. So your customer or your sales rep can just personalize that with a little note down the bottom. Just press OK, and that will send an email directly to your customer. In that email will be a link to view that quote online. So when your customer gets it, whether they're on their iPhone, their iPad, or their PC or their Mac, your customer can click on that link and it takes them directly back to your website. And I can show you what that looks like by clicking on the View as Customer link in Business Hub. You can then see exactly what your customer will see. They will see a great visual laid out quote. It says it's a quote, awaiting approval. It's got a quote number. It's got the customer's details, your details. It's got a description line item of what they're buying, the code, the colors, the sizes, the quantities, the price and the discount. But best of all, we also create a visual representation of exactly what you're quoting them for. There's no chance of a mistake. There's no way that your customer thinks they're going to get a purple hoodie with a green logo. It's obvious they're getting a natural color t-shirt with a red shield logo on the front. We put the sizes, the quantity. We auto insert the description from the catalog supplier. We auto insert the size chart so they can make sure that the product fits them. And we also insert the artwork and put in the real dimensions of that design, and whether it's printing, embroidery, screen printing, or sublimation. And likewise for that second hoodie. So your customer sees exactly what you're quoting them for. And while they're on the website, they can approve that on the spot. If they do have a question, then they can ask a note live on your website, and that will send a prompt back to your sales rep. They can reply to that note within Business Hub, and that correspondence is all logged and tracked in Business Hub. It's not lost in the inbox or the outbox of your sales team, but kept in a public location for all your team to see. So I'll close that away. Let's say the customer just calls me up and says, hey, I got that email, I love it, looks great, let's go ahead with that. Well, I can approve that quote for him while he's on the phone. Currently awaiting approval. I'll just click mark quote as approved. It says you're about to mark the quote as approved. This quote is required to pay a deposit before it will go to production. Fair enough. I close that message. And it's saved away, but it's not in production because I need to get a deposit from my customer. So I can scroll down and click on the payment tab, and I can say to the customer, look, would you like to pay with your credit card over the phone to get that order up and running quickly? He goes, sure. So I click add payment, and I select credit card, or you can choose whatever other payment methods you accept, cash, in-person, check, etc. And I can say, so how much would you like to pay? Your minimum deposit is $89.56. How about we round it up to 100 and get it started? He goes, yep, no problem at all. We'll round it up to 100. Put in the the customer's credit card details and press OK. We will debit their credit card immediately. It goes to your bank, not to DecoNetwork. We don't get involved in the finance and the money side of it. And that quote is now converted to an order and has now gone through to production. So if I grab that order number and click on my production tab, now I'm logged in as your production manager. The order will come in at the top of the list, or in this case I'm just going to quickly search for it. It pops up. There's two line items, a hoodie and the t-shirt. I can view the line item. I can see exactly what it is. Say it's a hoodie. They're getting 12 of them. You know what? I can get Marco to do that this morning when he gets in. We've got room to do that. So as a production manager, I'm going to assign that job directly to Marco. Press OK. When Marco comes in the morning, he'll log in with his username and password, and he will see the orders that the production manager has assigned for him to complete. He can select that order, mark it as production complete. It will then go to the next step for that order to be shipped. So I'll jump to the shipping tab. You can then print off your shipping label or packing slip live in DecoNetwork, put in the total quantity and the weight that we calculate automatically from the supplier's catalog, and finally mark that order as shipped once all the orders are complete, and your customer will get an automatic email to tell them it has been shipped with a link to track it online, whether it's UPS, FedEx or DHL, or you can even opt in for an optional SMS notification to your customer. So all that is done in Business Hub, our cloud-based order, quote and production management software, which again you get free and standard on all levels of DecoNetwork.